Hello, everybody. It's me. It's time for our Friday press conference here, coming to you live after, I have to tell you, quite a week. Quite a week. But what do we do first? We always do first. We say hi to Cash. Hello, Cash.
Hello, everyone.
We have a full panoply of reporters here today. That means you. That means you, by the way, on the YT and on the Tickety Tock. You're the reporters, and you filled the room. But I love the American flag. So what do we always do on Fridays? I lean over, kiss the flag, and I tickle the tassels. Tickle the tassels. I always do the one on the right because, you know, the right. But I always tickle the tassels, makes the flag feel that you're very beautiful. You're a very beautiful flag. And then I come over here. This one's very jealous. And I come over here and I tickle these tassels. You see that? It's really incredible. It's really incredible. And talk about tickling the tassels. Many of you, in all of the comments, you always are very nice. You say, tickle the tassels. Tickle the tassels. Well, guess what? We have got brand new merch for all of you. We've got the Tickle the Tassel t-shirt, right? We have the t-shirt.
T-shirts, and we got stickers in there.
And
hoodie.
stickers.
I think there's a mug.
Yeah. We got everything you need because everyone loves Tickle the Tassels. By the way, that's me. That's trademarked. No one else can do the Tickle the Tassels, Tickle the Tassels. And you'll just go down here, click on Tickle the Tassels. And of course, we've got some other fantastic merch, not in the shop below, but there is a link in the description. It's me in the orange prison jumpsuit. This is from the wonderful people at Factory. They made this for me. It's an action figure. It's not a doll. It is not a doll. It's a action figure of me. I'm behind bars. You can see my height. There's a little height thing in there, just like when you get checked in prison. And then we got the watchtower, because people love watching me. I'm the most watched president in history. And of course, this little light thing right here with the barbed wire. Bob Wire. I wonder who this guy Bob was. He had wire named after him. And of course, lock him up. And the wonderful people at Factory, they say nice things on the back. It was wonderful quotes. And Donald Trump got the handcuffs right there because you're never going to see me in prison. So you might as well see me right here. By the way, these are selling out. Future collectible, just like our collectible video. But order these. And when you go there, you're going to see a lot of other political figures. You might see, and listen, I'm not happy about this, but they got people to judge. They got you-know-who, Kamala, who's an Indian, by the way. But now who's suddenly black. Did you know this? She went from, and when I say Indian, I'm not talking about the feathers, I'm talking about the dot. But now she's suddenly black. And I had to go on the National Association of Black Journalists, who were very mean. They were very mean to me. They weren't very nice, and I was very nice to them. They didn't even say hello. They went right in to the whole thing. Do you believe this? Tickety Tock? In the YT? We have a question?
Yes, a couple super chats at the top of the show.
Oh, there we go. I can see it right there. That's tremendous.
Yes. For those of you on TikTok, we're also on the YT.
The YT, go up on the Tickety Tock. Go up to the top. Click on the bio. You can join us. It's a different experience, but, watch it here, watch it there. But definitely subscribe. From the Tickety Tock, go up top, go through, subscribe. We've got 110,000 subscribers. What do we have, like 25, 30 members on the channel? We have some special stuff coming up for you guys. We should shoot that today, by the way.
Yes, we should. All right, first super chat of the show coming in from one of our members, 7K Rider. Thanks for not only being a member but sending a super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
7K Rider sent 10 buckaroos.
Yes. We're starting off with the moolah. And I need it because we're neck and neck in the polls. So we need all this money, and I have to pay off a lot of attorneys. And of course, Google, they don't like me. They don't like me saying nasty things. I think Google is going to... No one's using Google, by the way. No one's using Google. They're using all the other stuff. I don't know what they are, but they're using them. Go right ahead, Cass.
7K Rider's question is, you are the best president for black people.
I am. Haven't I been saying that? Better than Abraham Lincoln. Well, he freed the people. So I'm the greatest president other than the late, great Abe Lincoln, whose wife was maybe a 3. maybe a 3. My wife's smoking hot. You know that. I'm not telling anybody anything they don't know. I don't know. And if you see Melania, if you see her, let me know. That would be tremendous. Go right ahead.
7K did say since Abraham Lincoln, so you got that
Since
right.
Abraham Lincoln. You see that? Everyone's in agreement. Which I think is tremendous.
Question: will you be growing your orange Abe Lincoln beard and have a black person comb your beard into cornrows?
Well, I would love to. I think we could do that right now. You know, I'm not a big hair guy. A lot of people realize because I have wispy, but very strong. I have strong, wispy hair. But if someone would like to come from the black population, you know what I mean? Maybe someone Jamaican. Oh, who would that be? Oh, Kamala, maybe she could do cornrows for me because the black people. I've got the sneakers. I've got the convictions. I've got 3 baby mamas. These are the things that the black people love, and that's why they love me. They do. They love me. Come to Mar-a-Lago. I'll let you join. Well, not 1 or 2. Go ahead.
Another super chat at the top of the show from another one of our members, Scott Harmon.
Scott Harmon.
10 buckaroos. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott. And you know, doesn't Scott's name sound like a U.S. senator or a congressman?
Vote for Scott Harmon.
Yes, vote for Scott Harmon. That's a beautiful American name. It doesn't have any kind of weird pronunciations. You know what I mean? Like Nikki Haley. Her real name is Punjab something or another. Go ahead.
Thank you, Scott, for the super chat and for being a member. You are awesome. Scott wants to know, sir,
This way.
all-seeing master of time, space, and dimension.
You have to write that one down.
Really
that is the best. All-knowing, seeing, prescient, time, space continuum with the Bitcoin. Go ahead.
We know Biden didn't do it, so tell us how you got those Russian prisoners exchanged. Waiting here for you to answer with tears in my eyes.
Oh, well, here's the thing. You know, me and Pootie go way back. A lot of people don't know this, but in New York at the Trump Tower, a lot of Russian oligarchs had bought apartments. And I got to meet Pootie. I call him V-Poots. or I call him Vladdy. And, you know, the two of us, I talk to him every single morning. Every single morning I talk to Vlad because I say, like, what are you wearing? And he says, what are you wearing? And I say, I'm going to wear the blue suit with the white shirt and the red tie. And he goes, I am going to wear gray suit with gray shirt and gray tie. That's what that's how he talks. But he's very sweet. We talk for hours sometimes. But I said, listen, do me a favor, let these prisoners go, the Washington Post guy, the other journalists, and I said, it'll make me look good. And he released them through me. Biden didn't do anything. Kamala, she didn't do anything. All these other, it was me, folks. I picked up the phone because that's how I work. And, you know, the people go, well, he's an authoritarian. He ends, what do we call for getting rid of people? Unends them. What's it? Unalive. He unalives journalists. What's wrong with that? What's wrong? I'd like to unalive a bunch of journalists here in the U.S., especially those three from the other day at the National Association of Black Journalists. They were very mean, except Harris Faulkner. Why does she have a man's name? You know, I like her a lot, but Harris Faulkner. I like Faulkner. Go ahead.
Richard Alexander
sent
a super chat for $10. Thank you, Richard Alexander. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Richard wants to know, sir, Emperor Chosen One, sir.
Ooh, we should line all of these up. We should have some wonderful T-shirts.
Are you going to have any additional security details assigned to the White House couches when you and VP Vance take over in 2025?
Well, let me tell you something. I'm learning a lot about J.D. Vance or P.P. Lance or whatever his name is. I had no idea you could even have a conjugal visit with a couch. I had no idea. Now that you think about it, it kind of makes sense, but it was never everything that came into my mind. So we will be putting slip covers on all of the couches at the White House because of J.D. Vance. Honestly, I didn't even know you could do that kind of thing. He's turning out to be quite a weirdo. Even I don't believe that people without kids get more votes. You know, what he wants to do is, if you're a U.S. citizen, you get one vote, but then if you have a kid, you get another vote. If you have 2 kids, you get 3 votes, and 4 kids, you get 5 votes. I mean, it's wonderful but what if the Democrats start having a lot of kids? He didn't really think this one through, but I did, because I'm a stable genius. I'm a stable genius, and I've never looked cross-eyed at a couch or an ottoman or a love seat. And it's funny, they call it a love seat. And now I know why. Go ahead.
Not Vladimir Putin.
Oh, we love not Vladdy, who is actually Vlad. Okay, go ahead.
Who is already a member, sent
He's
a
a wonderful
super chat
member. Thank
for
you.
$5.
Thank you so much. Not Vladimir Putin. I don't want the Democrats thinking I'm communicating him secretly through some coded language like this. You know what I mean? We do it right on the phone and the Zoom and the Teams and all those things. All those Skype. We do the Skype because I'm very good on the cyber, folks. I'm very good on the cyber. I understand all this technology stuff, like the Bitcoin. I understand Bitcoin. People say he doesn't understand Bitcoin. I understand Bitcoin. And I think with Bitcoin, when it goes way, way up, we are going to pay off the national debt with one of those big cardboard checks. A big Bitcoin cardboard check, because that's what you do. It's like a bank. Go ahead.
Thank you, Not Vladdy, for the super chat, and all of the members that also sent super chats. You guys are double supporting the channel.
Thank you so much. We love all of our members. We love all of our subscribers. And by the way, if you're watching right now, it's your first time or you've done this before, please subscribe. Please subscribe. It's free. It's 100% free. We only ask that you subscribe, you hit the notification bell, bing bong, bang bing, and you hit like. Because when you hit like this video that you're watching right now live, well, you might be watching it, pre-recorded. But once you hit like, it goes out to more people. And I think we all know that the Democrats, the left-wing communist, socialist, fascistic fish sticks, who are also communist, by the way, are keeping me down and shadow banning me here on the YT and on the Tickety Tock. So if you hit like, notify, and subscribe, it makes me happy. Go ahead.
And that's what's most important.
That's right. That's what's most important. It's true.
Vladdy's question is, Comrade Trump, polls show you have 0% of the black vote. Are you afraid that number will go down further?
Oh, listen, there's a reason for that. Black people don't pick up their phone. As soon as they start picking up their phone, believe me, we'll send out a message out through the Black People Network and Black Twitter. Did you know there's a Black Twitter? I didn't know that. I just found that out. Now it's Black X. But they're not picking up their phones because they look at a number and go, who's this? I don't know this person. And by the way, I do the same thing. So that makes me a little black. That's how I am. That's right. Go ahead. Next question.
I do just want to address, you guys don't need to pay. You get your question asked. I am just getting to those first. Just so
yes,
you know.
Stay in line. You know what? If you do a question, you send me a little moolah. You go to the top of the thing. That's what we do. That's how we do it at Mar-a-Lago too, by the way. But we answer all questions. That's why we're here for the full hour every Friday. By the way, folks, I think this is our 31st press conference. We started a year ago. This time, I will keep doing this. And I will win, but we will keep doing this after I win. And God forbid if Harris, what's her name? Kamala, who's a terrible person, by the way. She's not very bright. I mean, she failed her bar exam the first time. She had to do it the second time. Who wants an attorney who had to take their bar exam twice? Not me, because I have a lot of attorneys, and all mine are the best. I mean, the only other person I know that didn't do it the first time was Brett Kavanaugh, but he's just a Supreme Court justice, so it's not really important. There you go. Next question.
I want to get to Miss Justice's question.
Miss Justice. Oh, I like that. Somebody who's a justice. Is that
Miss Justice 1111?
I bet you that's Amy Coney Barrett. I bet you that's one of the Supremes.
Well, their question is, question. If you win the election, can I have a seat on your Supreme Court?
Oh, that is Amy. You've already got it, sweetie. You've already got it. No, she's so funny, Amy Coney Barrett. She is a barrel of monkeys. Let me tell you something. She, when she voted against Roe v. Wade, we laughed. We laughed. It was wonderful. Go ahead.
And this comes from Nick Zapuski.
Nick Zapuski. I wonder what his nickname is. Zapuski? Zip? Maybe they call him Zip.
Maybe.
Is it a Z?
Q?
Is it a Z?
It's a CZ.
Oh, it's a CZA. He must be like Czechoslovakian. You know, Melania's Slovenian. She's Slovenian. Go ahead.
Let us know, Nick, what you are. Nick wants to know, sir, are you as big of a fan of the Miami Dolphins as your VP JP Mandel is?
Well, I love I've always loved the Dolphins. For a long time, they were America's team. People say it's Dallas, but, I love the Dolphins. That era in the 70s and early 80s, I thought the Dolphins were doing an absolutely incredible job. Everyone loves Florida. That's where I am now. I'm not in New York because I don't know if everyone knows this, but right now, New York is on fire. There's people being murdered, chainsawed, car crashes. Did you ever see the movie Escape from New York? That's how New York is right now. It's just absolute insanity, folks. It's absolute insanity. Go ahead.
Question from...
Oh, I see me. I see myself. I was just dancing.
Oh, yes, you got a super chat.
I got a super chat. And don't forget, folks, YMCA for my YT people. I mean, for my Tickety Tock people. My Tickety Tock people, because we love the hats. We love the hats on the Tickety Tock. You can't do that on the YT, but I love to dance. I love the nightlife. I like the boogie with the disco. Because I used to go to Studio 54, but I never snorted cocaine. Never snorted it. That wasn't me in the back room with the photos of a guy who looked like me snorting that stuff, the white powder. Not me. Go ahead.
Mr. Robbie would like to know.
Mr. Robbie.
Thanks
Is
for
this
being
Margot Robbie's husband, Mr. Robbie?
It definitely could be.
Yeah, she's
Let us know,
very
Mr.
attractive.
Robbie.
She's very attractive.
Question. Did the black journalist hurt your little snowflake feelings because she didn't say, hello, how are you?
Yeah, she was very mean. She did hurt my feelings. I'm not a mean guy. I've never been mean to anybody. I don't call people names. But all she did, she was very much, why do you don't like black people? And I was like, I love black people. I love black people. She said a lot of things. She said, basically what she was trying to say was, I'm racist and I'm the least racist person on planet Earth. I know Don King. I know Mike Tyson. I know the chicken guy, Tyson. I know him. That's two Tysons. I don't know, So I know a lot of black people. Kid Rock, he's practically black, if you know what I'm talking about. So I know a lot of black people, and I love black people. Dr. Ben Carson, Dr. Snoozy. I like him. When I can't sleep, I call Dr. Ben Carson. He puts me right out. It's really incredible. Go ahead.
A couple announcements for you, sir. And I want to let everybody know, thank you for being here. I see all of your questions, but there is one of me and 230 of you. So I might not get your questions.
230 of you.
Thank you.
How many do we have on the Tickety Tock? A couple of million?
We have almost 800 on TikTok.
800, 200. Don't worry, folks. We will get to your questions if I have to stay here for 9 hours. But then I'll miss my tea time, so we can't do that.
But thanks for being here.
We love the questions.
May or may not ask your question, but thanks for being here.
And if just so you know, if Cass doesn't answer the question, wait 5 minutes and re-ask it. Because they're moving so fast. They're moving so fast because you love me. You absolutely love me. And I love me, which is probably the greatest love in the world. It's really, really incredible. What do we have next, Cass?
A couple super chats for you. Rob Young sent €1.
1 euro. We love the euro. We love the euro because the euro is actually more valuable. Is the euro more valuable right now? Because it goes up and down in Europe right now. And in France because of the Olympics. The Olympics, the horrible, disgraceful Olympics. It's really incredible what they did. They made a lot of Americans, the poorly educated Americans, very upset. Very upset. It was a disgrace. It was a disgrace. The Olympics are from Mount Olympus, and that's where all the gods live. But they shouldn't be recognizing those gods because we know the new God, the guy who came after all those gods, he's the God that we follow because we love the Lord. We love the Lord, folks. No one loves the Lord the way I love the Lord. Go right ahead. I go to church at least once a year. Go ahead.
Another super chat from Richard Alexander for $3.
Thank you, Richard.
You're awesome. Thank you so much. Let's pull a question for you,
Yes.
sir. This comes from Richard Alexander. You just sent the super chat, so I'll ask your question. Richard Alexander wants to know, Sir, El Supremo, sir.
El Supremo. That's bilateral. I like that.
Once Project 2025 is enacted,
Yes, it will be enacted. Go ahead.
what will be the penalty for daring to mock the chosen one?
Oh, listen, if someone like that, I hear about this guy, John DiDomenico, who does an impression of me. If that guy is caught, he'll be arrested and sent to a gulag in Russia, because we're going to have the prison exchange program. Okay, we'll be sending people to Russia. Like all the people at MSNBC, gone to Russia, ABC News, gone to Russia, all these people who like mock me, these terrible, terrible people, they'll be going to Russia for a weight loss program. You won't believe. It'll be absolutely incredible. And Project 25, listen, I like Project 25, but there is one thing that I read about, I'm not too crazy about. They want to outlaw, pornography. Can I say that without getting in trouble? The X-rated stuff. They want to get rid of the X-rated stuff.
Call it corn, sir.
Can I say that? Can I say that?
Corn.
Oh,
Yeah.
corn. Perfect. They want to get rid of corn, and not the kind you eat, if you know what I'm talking about. And I like a lot of those big corn stars, if you know what I'm talking about. The big name people. I don't know any of their names off the top of my head, but they want to arrest them and send them to the gulag. They should stick around, because the internet will be pretty empty without corn, if you know what I'm saying. So that's the one part of the Project 2025 I'd like to leave in. Everything else, aces. Go right ahead.
This comes from Nate Waddle.
Nate Waddle. We love the Nate Waddle. We love the way he waddles.
For being here.
Thank you so much.
Nate Waddle wants to know, Sir, God King Supreme.
Ooh, that's a good one, too. That's a good one. We have to put these all together. We're going to do the top 10. We're going to do the top 10.
Will you continue press conferences from prison?
I will continue press conferences from anywhere. First off, you will not see me in prison. You will not see me in this. That's why I recommend you go to the description and buy one of these. It's the Trump prison action figure. I will never actually be in prison. You know why? Because I'm smart. I've got people working on all these cases, Don't worry, I'll get out of it. But go to the description, order one of these. These are fantastic. These are great. These are collectibles. But I will not be in the orange jumpsuit, even though there's photos, which are all fake. They're AI photos in prison. But I will say this, no matter where I am, I will continue these press conferences. Win or lose, but I will win, because winning, it's my brand. It's my brand. It really is, I have to tell you. No one wins the way I do. Me and Vance. Why did I pick this guy? Good Lord. Go ahead.
Mr. Robbie sent a super chat for 5.
Oh, we love money. We love money. Me and money are BFFs. Can you see me dancing on screen? I know that's a delay, so I'm dancing in delay.
You're a little late.
Little late. I'm a little late. Not me though. I'm actually early. That's what I do. If you're not early, you're late. That's what I always tell the business people on The Apprentice. If you're not 10 minutes early, you're late. You're late. I'm always late, but that's me. Go ahead.
It's 5 in Swiss currency.
Ooh, what is Swiss currency?
It's like Swiss franc.
Does it have holes in it?
Franc?
Like, does the francs have holes in the paper? Because it's Swiss? Like Swiss cheese?
Mr. Robbie wants to know, question. If you could choose, which club-fed prison would you like to go to?
Oh, there's one where this is a good one. It's the one with the tennis courts and the golf and the deluxe meals, the gourmet meals. I want to go. Not that I need gourmet meals, because I'm a man of the people. But that's the one I would go to. I hear the weather's very nice. People always say, "Oh, I had a chance to read." I won't be reading. Believe me. But as long as they have the internet, I will be very, very happy, and I won't have to deal with the terrible people who hate me for no reason. Go ahead.
This comes from Matt Griffin.
Matt Griffin?
Yes, Matt Griffin.
Hold on. My ear is tingling. Okay, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure, because it tinkles, and that's when I know there's a bullet coming at me. Because I sense it, because I can hear it because of my supersonic hearing. By the way, folks, I just want to let you know, my ear is totally grown back, and my hearing has actually improved. It's now supersonic. Supersonic. Go ahead.
Well, no worries. We have every rooftop secured by
Thank you, Cass. Cass does it.
10
She's the head of security,
away
head
from
of
you.
communications, head of everything. She's really great. I had to consolidate people because I don't trust anybody. And Melania, I haven't seen Melania in a while. Go ahead.
Matt's question is, sir, at the beginning of TT2, Trump term 2.
Oh, I like that TT2. That's a hat. That's a hat.
TT2.
TT2. I can. Oh, that's good. We can get that out today, I think.
Will you bring some of your strongmen counterparts to the White House for a 70s themed sleepover? Ouija, makeovers, ghost stories, etc.
Oh, I would love that. I would love to get together with the guys. I would probably have Dana White. I'd probably have Hulk Hogan. I'd probably have Kid Rock. Probably have all of my very strong and masculine friends who slept with a lot of women over. Probably some of the UFC fighters. Well, you know what? I think it would be great. We'll have some of the UFC fighters. We'll get all greased up, very manly, and they'll get in like little Speedos, and they can wrestle each other. I think that would be a fun time. That'd be a fun time. And maybe that's how I can lure Melania back to the White House. Because these guys are mean. They're mean people. But I mean mean in a fighting way, not mean in a nasty way. They love me. Go ahead.
This comes from Scott Harmon,
Scott Harmon.
who is a member. Thanks for being a member.
Thanks for
Scott
being a member,
Harmon.
and thanks to all the members, to all of you guys. I really appreciate it.
Sir, how are the Trump spunk sales going?
Oh my goodness, can you believe it? I have got 2 jars right here. Trump spunk is through the roof. People are falling over these, and I'd have to tell you, I've been very busy, and you know this, I've been under stress, so I've been waiting for the quality to come back. It's always tremendous quality, but you know, when you're under stress, your hair doesn't look as good, you know, but these are classic swimmers. These are classic swimmers, and as I've always said, we've removed the Don Juniors. We have removed the Erics. We have removed the Tiffanys. This is just number 1, Barron and Ivanka spunk. And let me tell you something. Now, my dream was to have an army of Trumps voting for me. We didn't have enough time for that. An army of Trumps at the inauguration. We're getting really, because what you'll do is, if you've already bought this, it's only $1,000 a jar, folks. Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. But we're going to have all those new Trump babies at the inauguration. It'll be like the Lion King. And by the way, there's no Scar in my universe. I am Scar. Believe me. But we can get this, $1,000 a jar. We will ship it out. And for an extra $100, I'll whip up a fresh batch. I can do that right now. Right now, as I'm standing here.
Maybe not on stream.
Not on stream. Okay. No. Yeah, I don't want to lose our stream
Camera.
on the Tickety Tock or on the YT. But we can make it fresh for you, folks. We'll date it and we'll give you an expiration date. But I have to tell you, this stuff is so amazing. These swimmers, probably no expiration. And it's hot sealed. Or cold frozen. It's one of the two. I don't know. Flash frozen? Is that it? Flash frozen? Go ahead.
Sleep World Magazine.
Sleep World Magazine. I think I know who this is.
Thanks for being here. Is Melania concerned about you and Cass spending too much time together?
Not at all. She knows that it's a strictly platonic relationship in the same way I had it with Alina Habadabadoo. You know what I mean? And listen, I'm surrounded by beautiful women. Can I help that? Is that my fault that everyone I hire is absolutely beautiful and competent? It's true. And by the way, Melania is choosing not to be here. Excuse me. She's making the choice. All right? Go ahead.
This comes from Gaia. Gaia wants to know, sir, are you on Grindr like the rest of GOP?
No, I am not. And I just learned about Grindr because I think I'm not really sure what they do on the app. So when I hear Grindr, I'm thinking of like heavy equipment. I'm thinking of like metal. I'm thinking about steel. So I think whatever Grindr is, it's probably a bunch of guys who like big trucks, you know what I mean? Nuts and bolts and things like that. And they just like to look at pictures all that heavy equipment, because I just do an event for a heavy equipment company, a big auction company, and I'm sure all of those guys use Grindr too. You know what I mean? They seem to love it. They all I don't know why they're sneaking around about it, but I think Grindr's wonderful. I don't know much about it, but I think all men should be on Grindr if it's possible, and some of women who are a little more masculine. Go ahead.
This comes from Bradsky.
Bradsky.
Thanks for being here, Bradsky.
Thank you, Bradsky, and just a quick thank you to the Tickety Tock people and the YT people who are watching right now. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe. Subscribing's free, and hit the notification when we have a new video coming out. Go ahead.
Bradsky wants to know, Sir, is JD Vance bisexual?
A bisexual? Yeah, I would think so. He loves couches. He loves love seats. He loves sectional things like that. And so bisexual would make a lot of sense. I might have to write that one down. That's really solid. That's top notch, Bradsky. I mean, a Brutsky or Ski. We'll just call you Ski because we love the Polish people.
Mr. Ski.
Mr. Ski. We love the Polish people. We love the kielbasa. We love the pierogies. What's the thing where they roll stuff in a cabbage thing? Coffee and cabbage. That thing. It's classic. It's classic Polish food. Classic Polish food. I saw it in the Schmengis, the Schmengi brother documentary. We love the Schmengis, folks. They're the hardworking people. Go right ahead.
This comes from Janice Bunch.
Janice Bunch. We love Janice, but Janice, we love your comments. I see all of your comments on all the videos. Thank you so much. You're so wonderful. It's so great. And it's always funny. And you know what Janice does, which I love? Not only does she leave comments, she leaves comments on other people's comments, which, by the way, YouTube, the YT, they love that. They love when the people are interacting. That's wonderful. So thank you, Janice. Go ahead.
Thanks for being here, Janice. Is there any meaning to having your right ear pierced instead of the left?
Pierced? I don't know. Is that a gay thing? No.
It's up to personal interpretation.
Okay, because I don't wear a wedding band. I don't wear any kind of jewelry. I never understood men wearing earrings and the guys with the gauges who have a hole in their ear. Listen, I almost got a hole in my ear. I don't want a hole in my ear. I don't want someone, doing a hole punch and putting a thing. Why do you do that? Stop. And I don't believe in tattoos. And I don't believe in papooses. You know what I mean? For the babies. Don't do that. The kid's too close. Just put them in a stroller. Go ahead.
This comes from Starlit Skies and Sunshine.
Oh, we love starlit. Rainbows and bunny rabbits. That's a great name.
Sir, how are your feelings after the journalist Rachel Scott had the temerity?
Oh, temerity. That's a big word.
To say your own words back to you in her questions.
I want to say, you know what? I'm so glad. Who gave me that question?
That was Starlit Skies and Sunshine.
Starlit? Okay, Starlit. I want to tell you something. I don't like when people take something I said and repeat it back to me. All right? I hate when people do that because it makes me sound like I'm a mean and nasty person, and I'm not. Sometimes you say things. Listen, I say a lot of things. There's probably things in this press conference right now you could use against me, but I don't think that's very nice. And in Project 2025, we have a whole thing about using my words against me. So if you use my words against me, you quote me, you'll be arrested and sent to the gulags in Siberia. I hope you like cold food and living in very cold places. Go right ahead.
Suzanne,
Thanks
we are honored to receive your first super chat.
Oh, first super chat from Suzanne. Thank you so much. Thank you. And was that in Bitcoin? Or was that in regular money?
It tells me it's $10 in USD, but it could be a fraction of a Bitcoin.
Yeah, because here's the beauty of Bitcoin, folks. She sends me $10, and an hour later, it's $200 because that's what happens with the Bitcoin, and we have to do it, folks. We have to do the Bitcoin. China. Terrible people, the Chinese. Great takeout, terrible people. But they are already doing the Bitcoin. And there's Dogecoin and there's Doja Cat, right? There's Doja Cat.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money with the Bitcoin. And what are they like? Is it like a real coin? Is it like a real? I don't know. I'm not really sure. But I think everybody should be buying Bitcoin. Let's drive Bitcoin up and pay off the national debt with one of those big cardboard checks, because that's what you do with Bitcoin. You get a check. You get a check. Go right ahead.
Bitcoin only goes up.
It only goes up. That's right. It only goes up. I like that. It's kind of like a Ponzi scheme. But it's not.
Suzanne wants to know, sir.
That's 3. She's in. That's the minimum, by the way, folks.
Thank you. Thank you for hitting all 3. Grand Premier Trump. You said you did more for black people than Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
Which other presidents have you outperformed?
Oh, I've outperformed every single president. We had the greatest economy in the history of the United States under me until the Kung Flu from Wang Chun, which, by the way, was purposely set up to make me look bad. And people always say to me, yes, but it was in every country in the world. But who cares about the other countries? We only care about us and me. But I did more for them. And by the way, I did more for anybody. Did you know under me, blacks had lower unemployment? You know, they all had jobs. Some had 2 and 3 jobs, which I think was great too. They were all working. And that's why I love the black people, and the black people love me. I have sneakers like them. They love the sneakers. They love people who have tough talk. And that's why I've done so well under the people. And I think the black community in the United States is what, 15%? I want that 15% voting for me, not for Joe Biden. What did Joe Biden say? He said, you're not black, or that's not black. Remember when he said that? Everyone forgets about that. Go ahead.
I have a suggestion and a question for you, sir.
I like suggestions if I agree with them. If I don't agree with them, it's not a suggestion.
I think you'll agree with this one. This comes from Scott Harmon, who is a beloved member. Sir, we need Trump coin.
We do. Wasn't there a Trump coin at one point? Didn't I do a voiceover for Trump coin? I think there was a Trump coin. I don't know if it made any money. But now I'm ready. Now I understand the Bitcoin and the Dogecoin and the Doja Cat and all the coins. We need a
Trump coin pump and dump.
Pump and dump. That's how we do, folks. It's legal. Pump and dump. Let's get it up, cash out, and we'll all make some money. And I'll tell you in a secret chat when to dump. Believe me. Go ahead.
This comes from Wesley Barton.
Wesley Barton. You know, that reminds me of Wesley Snipes, who I heard has a cameo in the new Deadpool. Did you know that? I read that. I read that on CNET, which is a left-wing consumer technology thing. But I love Deadpool. Because you don't know who it is until he takes off his mask. It's Ryan Reynolds. And they have Wolverine, too. So they got Wolverine and Deadpool together. How does Ryan Reynolds stay so thin? I mean, I'm in incredible shape, but he's so thin. And he's married to Blake Lively, who's very attractive. Not the top. I mean, I think he could have done better. I mean, to be honest, you know what I mean? He could have gotten a bigger star for sure. He should be with Margot Robbie, who is, she's something else. Go ahead.
Wesley wants to know, sir, will Melania be at your next inauguration in 2025?
We have negotiated that if I win, which I will, she will be there. She'll make a cameo appearance. When I put my hand up on the Bible, she'll be ushered in. She'll be right there. I'll say something mean to her. She'll make that sad face that she always does when I say something mean, and then we'll be done. And then she'll be, you probably won't see a lot of her in the next presidency. She'll probably do the Christmas thing again. I love what she does at Christmas. She told me already if we're back in next Christmas, not this one, the next Christmas, it's going to be Tim Burton's Night Before Christmas Halloween. It's going to be incredible. And the new Beetlejuice is coming out. We all love the Michael Keaton. Go ahead.
This comes from Wayu in Durasto.
Wayu in Durasto. Is that a steak? It sounds like a steak.
It sounds like Wagyu.
Yeah,
Wagyu.
Doesn't it? Sounds like a Wagyu
totally
steak.
Does.
Matter of fact, can you start lunch for me? I'm hungry. A Wagyu steak would be great. And put it on a burger. Go ahead.
Sir 3X. That's lazy, by the way. Sir 3X.
That's lazy.
But thanks for being here.
That's just lazy writing.
Which South Asian woman do you like most? Kamala, Nikki, or USHA Vance?
USA. Oh, yeah. His wife is very nice. I think she's very attractive. Vance's wife, which I think is Nikki. I don't feel Nikki Haley, even though she has a very Indian name. And by the way, I always like to clarify this. That's the dot, not the feathers. She's not the most attractive. She is competent. I have to give her that. I actually do think Kamala's attractive. I've said that before. I'm going to stand by that. Not very smart, but very attractive. And Vance's wife she's okay. She's okay. They make good-looking kids, though. When you take a white guy and an Indian woman, you get some very attractive. And smart. Except not with Kamala. She's not that smart. But I think it's really good. And by the way, Kamala was always Indian. And then all of a sudden she became black. I can't believe that happens. When someone I'm not against it. I think you have to announce it, though, like a coming out party, like, I'm now black. You know what I mean? Because it's they call it biracial. I guess that's like the bisexual thing we were just talking about. But the biracial, who knows? Go right ahead. You can't turn on TV without seeing a biracial family. Go ahead, next question.
It's another one from Nate Waddle.
Nate Waddle.
Sir, God King Supreme.
Ooh, God's King Supreme. I like that. Sounds almost like a taco.
Yeah, it sounds like a.
What do they have? Something at Taco Bell. The Taco Bell, the
Yeah,
God King Supreme.
The Crunch Wrap Supreme.
You know what a great churros. Have you had a churro?
Oh, I love churros.
You dip a churro in caramel or chocolate. It's delicious. It's really delicious. Go ahead.
Why didn't Hannibal Lecter appear at the Republican convention?
We tried to get Hannibal Lecter. As you know, he's a dear friend. I mention that all the time, that Hannibal is a wonderful, wonderful friend, old friend. But, sometimes he's busy eating people. Because he'll say, like, oh, I'm going to be having my friend for dinner. And from what I understand, it takes quite a while to cook a human. It takes quite a while, and you got to, chop them all up, and then there's parts of that are better than other parts. I hear the calf is can be rough. It's like ham. But the thighs on certain people, chef's kiss on the thighs, from what I understand. Really incredible.
Question from Suzanne.
Hello, Suzanne.
Hello, Suzanne. Thanks for being here. Sir. Kamala just requested you to join her on the debate stage. Is 5 weeks enough time for you to prepare?
I can prepare. Why do I have to debate Kamala? Everyone knows who I am. No one knows who she is. What has she done other than being the vice president, a U.S. senator, the attorney general of California, a prosecutor, and a trial attorney? Other than that, she's done nothing. She's done absolutely. See that? I'm getting so upset about this. But everyone knows me. You can go on the X or Twitter. Elon Musk backs me. Fox News backs me. And you know what? And if they try to pull this ridiculous crap, because she said she's going to show up without me and they're just going to interview her, I will not be happy. So I might do it. I might not do it. I want to do it. But she's not that smart. I don't want to make her look bad because I'm a very caring individual. Go ahead, next question.
I just want to say, everybody on TikTok, thanks for being here. Son of God, I see you sending gifts. Thank you for all the gifts you sent.
Thank you, Son of God. And by the way, my father's middle name was Christ. You can look that up. So I'm the Son of God, too. So thank you, Son of God. I appreciate that. I really appreciate it.
And we got a comment from Not Vladdy saying that Chris Christie would be delicious. I think Chris Christie would be incredible. We could do, like, what do they do? A pig thing? A spit roast. Chris Christie on a spit would be incredible. He could probably feed the state of Rhode Island for like a week. You know what I mean? You know what I always say about Chris Christie. The guy's got more chins than a Chinese phone book. It's incredible. Chris Christie is so big. I took a photo with him 2 years ago. It's still printing, folks. It's still printing. Chris Christie's A1C is WTF. It's really remarkable. Just one more thing about Chris Christie. Chris Christie's blood is made out of ragu. So go right ahead. This comes from Robert. Thanks for being here, Robert.
Just Robert?
Just
Robert?
He has a last name. I just don't want to butcher it.
Oh, okay.
It's like Lussier. It's like Lussier.
Is he French? Maybe he's French. Those French names are tough.
Let us know, Robert.
Let us know.
I don't want to ruin your
Let us
name.
know, because we always like to say names right. I always say names right. I never mess up a name, like Kamala Hussein, Obama, Harris.
Sir. Being that Melania is Slovakian,
Yes.
does that make Baron biracial?
I don't think so. I think you have to be another color. You know what I mean? Well, maybe people call me orange. Maybe I'm the biracial one. No one really knows. But no. No. You know, the funny thing is, Baron looks just like me, but he's 8 feet tall, so I don't know where that height came from. Because her parents are, not very tall. Not very tall. But she's so beautiful. Melania, if you're watching, help me out here. You okay? Go ahead.
This comes from Marcus Thought.
Marcus Thought?
Marcus is thinking.
Oh, Marcus is thinking. I like that. Maybe my YouTube handle should be Stable Genius. Stable Genius. Mm-hmm. That would be great.
Sir, would you consider replacing J.D. Vance with Sarah Palin or Roseanne Barr?
In a hot second. Can you imagine if we brought in Roseanne Barr? First of all, listen, I'm going to be honest. J.D. has been an absolute disaster. His numbers are now negative. They weren't that high to begin with, but now they're negative. Every time he opens his mouth, we lose points. So bringing in Roseanne Barr would be absolutely incredible. It's probably one of the greatest ideas I've ever had, to bring in Roseanne Barr, which I think is tremendous. She's funny. She's crazy. Her and our craziness, you know what I mean, would be really amazing. I think her crazy and my crazy are very complementary, and she'll get great things done. I mean, look, she had a hit show on that horrible network, ABC. She made millions and millions of dollars, and I think she's the kind of woman that most Americans could get behind. So, Roseanne, if you're watching, and I know you are, I think it would be incredible. And Sarah, I haven't seen Sarah for a very long time, but she was smoking hot in her day. Holy mackerel. She was amazing. Go ahead.
Richard Alexander sent a $3 super chat.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you so much. I see that's your second or third one this stream.
It is. It's incredible. We love that. We love that.
Richard wants to know, sir, Mr. President for life, sir, did Elon Musk agree to make you a new bulletproof Cyber Beast presidential limo?
He actually did. I have to say, I like Elon a lot. He's very, very smart. He's really turned Twitter around. It used to be a great place. Now it's a total cesspool, which I like. But I really have to stay behind Truth Social, which is mainly me on there and a couple of other people. But the thing about Elon is he's so smart. He's so smart. These cars, these Teslas, which I'm going to get rid of. I will be getting rid of all electric cars. So Elon, I know you're super rich, but I'm going to be getting rid of Tesla. If you own a Tesla, you might as well sell it now, because once I'm back in office, we're getting rid of all electric cars. All those charging stations, they're going to go first. Day one, I am going to get rid of all electric charging stations and windmills, because they give you cancer. Did you know the charging stations for the Tesla give you cancer? It's true. It's true. And the birds, they kill the birds. All those charging stations and the windmills kill the birds. And I think we all love birds, right? It's like a bird graveyard. I'm going to put little headstones below all those big, in Scotland, where we have an incredible golf course, you look out on the Scottish Ocean, and what is there? These enormous, horrible fans, which are made where? China and Germany. Go ahead.
This comes from Flowers and Angels.
Flowers and Angels. Hope she probably has a great question.
Honorable Trump, how do you feel you did at the Black Journalist Conference?
Well, I did an absolutely incredible job. As I posted on Truth Social, I crushed it. I crushed it at the National Association of Black Journalists. And by the way, you couldn't see it, but there were like 10 people in the room. There aren't that many black journalists. But they all loved me. They all absolutely love me. But the women on stage, the two women, not Harris Faulkner from Fox News, the one woman who was sitting close to me was so mean. And I've done so much for black people. No one loves black people the way I love black people. I used to watch The Jeffersons and I watched Good Times in the 70s. That were the only two black shows. And I could have chosen to watch something else. I could have watched Bonanza. But what did I do? I watched Sanford and Son. I watched Good Times. I watched The Jeffersons. I did that. No one else was doing that back then. No one was watching those shows. So I think I should get some credit. Go ahead.
I have a question for you, but I also want to let everybody know that we have new merch.
We got new merch.
Tickle the Tassels merch is out. There's a link in the description right now. We have stickers, there's t-shirts, I think there's a hoodie, a mug.
We got everything. And by the way, the Tickle the Tassels, that has been our #1 requested item. Even last week in the video we put out, people put in their Tickle the Tassels. So we finally have those out. We have the wonderful relationship with Factory, who makes these incredible Trump action figures. It's me in prison because you're never going to really see me in prison. But you can have this on your desk. I can give you the finger. I can't do that live on here. Tickety Tock, YT. But this is a wonderful, wonderful item. I think it's like $20. Is it like $20 or something like that? You've got me in prison. You can see the height. Like when I get my photo done, when I get checked in at prison, it says Prison Suit Trump. Real life action figure. This is in the description. Order one of these. The Watchtower, the light coming here with the barbed wire, the lock him up. And if you go to the description, and there's a link for this. There's also, when you go to this page, you'll see a lot of other action figures. I can't believe it. They're doing Kamala. Unbelievable. She's not in a prison suit. Pete Buttigieg, all these people. Oh, there's a Biden too. There's a Biden. I have to say something. This is me, but it really doesn't. I'm not happy about it. They could have made this much more handsome, and the hair comes off, which I'm not happy about. Go ahead.
We do have someone on TikTok asking how you get it. Just go to his bio. And there's a link in the bio there. And I believe we have the link to the factory action figures there. If not, go to YouTube and it will be there. We'll make sure
you can buy these there. Come over, or we'll double check that. But the description for those of you watching on the YT, go to the description. Go into this link, order these. They come really fast, and they're a great collector's item, and they're a great gift. They're a great gift to give out to people, because I will not be in an orange jumpsuit. Believe me. But here, you can live the fantasy. Unbelievable.
Yes,
go ahead.
It's also a great way to support the channel. So
yes, it's a huge support. It's a big support. We have a wonderful relationship with Factory and all of their items.
We got a question from Joyce De Silva.
Is Joyce a member?
Joyce is not a member.
Okay, that sounds familiar. Joyce De Silva.
But thank you for being here, Joyce, and thank you for your question. So now people are calling you weird. How do you respond to that?
Excuse me. I'm so glad Joyce brought this up. Their big marketing thing is weird. Oh, Trump's weird. J.D. Vance is weird, but I'm not weird. You've known me for years. I am not. I think, what is weird anyway? What is weird? You know what I mean? The fact that I kissed Rudy Giuliani's boobs when he was dressed up as a woman? That's not weird. That's comedy, folks. That's comedy. What are they going to get me on weird on? How am I weird? And by the way, weird is so vague and so nebulous. I mean, J.D. Vance, he's obviously weird, but not me. Not me. I'm like, you know me. I've been around a long time. I did The Apprentice, which was the *1 reality show in the history of television for 10 years. 10 years, we're #1. We're the highest rated. We beat out Friends who made a lot more money. By the way, NBC owes me a lot of money. But do I ask for it? No, because I'm a generous guy, and I'm not weird at all. So what? I buried my wife in a golf course. That's not weird. That's smart. That is smart. I saved a lot of money in burial fees, and she's in a very nice section by the 18th hole. It's a lovely spot. Right, Cass? It's a lovely spot. It's a lovely spot. Even Cass is doing.
Beautiful.
She's doing. Yeah, beautiful. Cass was doing this. I don't know what the hell that is. So I'm not weird. And I want to thank Joyce for asking that question. I want to thank Joyce, and I want to thank everybody who's watching. If you are watching, hit the like button. It's a huge help to us, so more people can see us. We've been consistently doing these press conferences every Friday. This is our 31st one, unless I'm on the road. And by the way, I'll be on the road next Friday. I'll be in California campaigning. Go ahead.
I'm going to pull a question from TikTok.
From Tickety Tock. But next week we won't be here. The short answer is we won't be here next Friday, but we will be back the following Friday. Yes, and there's this guy, John D. Domenico. He does a talk show with J.J. Snyder on here too. That's every Tuesday, but not this Tuesday because we'll be traveling. I'll be in Denver, Colorado, campaigning. Go ahead.
For those of you on TikTok too, I did just update the link in the bio. So if you are interested in the factory action figure, whether it's the prison one or Joe Biden or Kamala, they have a bunch on their website. It is in the link in his bio. And you can go ahead and click
in my
on it.
bio.
I made it very easy for you guys.
Yes.
We got a question from Jay Hart on
Jay
TikTok.
Hart. I like that.
Jay Hart.
Hart.
Do you think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Oh, what is this old coconut thing? Why is she sitting on a coconut? Does someone explain this coconut thing to me? Is that her phrase? Is like, you're fired? And then like, coconut, did you just fall out of a coconut tree? Is that folks, is that bumper sticker worthy? You're fired. That is bumper sticky worthy. Falling out of a coconut tree. You know what? That seems racist. Against coconuts. She's against coconuts, folks. And all you people, all the lefties, they love the coconut milk. I think I was very racist about the coconuts. Go ahead.
We got a question from Miss Vincent on the YT.
Say that again, Miss
Vincent.
Oh, Miss Vincent. I saw you said Miss Pensive. I was like, ooh, pensive. That's interesting. Miss Vincent.
Question: God Emperor Trump.
That's good too.
Very good. I invested a lot of money in anti-Biden merchandise. Now that he is chicken out of the race, how would I go about getting a refund?
Oh, I don't know. Who'd you buy it from? If you bought it from one of those left-wing, communist, socialist, democratic, liberal websites, they don't give refunds. But if you bought it from a right-leaning, conservative, Christian website, I bet you they have a tremendous return thing with the products. Amazon, I don't know. I mean, it seems like they're pretty good with the returns, from what I understand. Like, you just say, I don't like it anymore, and they give you a QR code, and then you go to Whole Foods, which, by the way, is owned by one of my biggest donors, Whole Foods. So if you want to help out, go to Whole Foods. I don't buy that stuff, but if you go to Whole Foods, it helps me. Go ahead.
This question comes from Siran. I probably butchered that, and I'm so sorry if I did. They're a paying viewer on the Tickety Tock.
Thank you so much.
You're awesome.
Thank you for paying. It helps us a lot. It's a big help.
Can you please visit Northern Ireland?
I would love to visit Northern Ireland. I love so many Irish things. I love patio furniture. I love Lucky Charms. I love the little people. The little people who live there, the leprechauns. And what's a female leprechaun? Is there a name for a female leprechaun? I mean, I don't want to see it because that freaks me out. But I think it would be wonderful. It's a wonderful place. I know I don't drink, but I know whiskey is a big deal because they're drunk all the time. And they've got Colin Farrell and the other guy he works with a lot. They're the two biggest Irish exports. And there's that guy from Salt, who's not very attractive, but they're saying he's attractive. But I don't really see the attractiveness with the Salt guy. Go right ahead.
This comes from Helga Reinisch.
Helga Reinisch? Oh, that's great. That sounds like Germany, and that's my home country. We love Germany. Great people, very organized, very clean country. Great country. Go ahead.
You're not complaining anymore about Sleepy Joe. Are you missing him?
Well, listen. Sleepy Joe is sleeping. I'm not running against him anymore, because I stood up for months. I put so much money behind bashing Joe. Oh, come on, man. What are you talking about? That's a bunch of malarkey. Oh, come on, Jack. With the guy in the thing when you you know what I'm talking about, man. Listen, that guy is going down so fast, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Well, it does matter because he's going to be in office another 100 plus days. The election is in 94 days, but he won't be out until January. When do we do the inauguration? When do we do? I think January 20th is the inauguration. Whatever it is, I'll be there. And if not, we're going to overthrow the country. It's going to be incredible. You're going to love it. Highest ratings ever. But I don't pick on Joe anymore because. Can you throw me the Joe behind you? Can you throw me the Joe behind you?
The squeaky Joe.
Yeah, yes. Oops, sorry. We just little technical. This is Sleepy Joe right now. This is how. By the way, he's not a big man. This is how big Sleepy Joe is. By the way, this is a life-size Sleepy Joe. And did you see him last night at the prisoner exchange? He was literally walking like this. And Kamala's skipping up to the guy. He's been in prison for 4 years. She's acting like, oh my God. So this is Sleepy Joe. All right, good night, Sleepy Joe. Look, his eyes are even closed here. All right, we're not selling this, by the way. We're not selling this. I don't know where we got this.
I think it's a dog toy.
It's called Joe Bitten. Did you know that? Did you see that?
Joe Bitten.
Joe Bitten instead of Joe Biden. All right, let's get rid of Sleepy Joe. There we go. Oops, sorry, landed on his head. Doesn't make a difference though. He won't know the difference. He's not. You know what? I'll be shocked if he makes it to the inauguration. Honestly, I'll be shocked. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that in a dictatorial way, because I'm very dictatorial. Because during the COVID thing, I did my press briefings every single day, and a lot of people thought I was a doctor because I'm so smart about the UV light up inside you and the bleach. I won't say what it is. I don't want to get pulled off. But the bleach, it's wonderful. Go ahead.
I want to let you know we are at the top of the hour.
We are at the top of the hour. Wow, this went fast today. It went really fast. Well, as we wrap up, I'm going to have Cass give us a killer question. But as we wrap up, I want to thank everybody. Like I said, we do this every single week, except when I'm on the road campaigning or clam-planing. Maybe it's clam-planing. We can put the two together, yeah. Clam-planing. We'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm sure there'll be a lot of amazing stuff between now and then. By the way, Anthony Scaramucci, the mooch, because he wants a mooch, he says I'm going to drop out of the race in the next 2 weeks. Do you believe this? I'm not going anywhere, folks. I am not going anywhere. And Anthony Scaramucci doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, other than the fact that he's a billionaire and very smart. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. But listen, as we wrap up right now, and we love you guys because you're so tremendous, hit the like button right now. Hit the subscribe button. It's 100% free, no cost to you. Hit the notifications when we have a new video coming out. You'll be the first to know about it. I want to thank all of our members who've signed up at all the different levels. We really appreciate it. On the Tickety Tock, we love you guys. We've got 5.9 million followers on the Tickety Tock. If you're watching on the YT, go over Tickety Tock. Follow me there. Vice versa, if you're on the Tickety Tock, come over to the YouTube, the YT. I gotta say YT because they block me otherwise. And subscribe. Over on that side. You guys are great. Get your questions ready for the next 2 weeks. Check out our merch. Buy one of our wonderful little factory. These are wonderful, great toys. The live action figure. It's only $20. They're a partner with us. They're wonderful people. Wonderful people. And do we have a question to go out on?
Not a question, but a suggestion, which might be a good thing to go out on.
That'd be perfect to go out on.
Flowers and Angels said, Honorable Trump, I am still waiting for the email address I send my Trump doll adventure pics. I will get that set up today. We'll make a post about it.
Which one is it?
So your followers can send emails, pictures of the
yes.
dolls,
We'll do that in community.
Pictures.
Can you do that in community?
I will actually make that post today for you guys.
Yep, do that. Check community in about an hour. 90 minutes. We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'd love to see the 8x10s. We'd love to see the dolls. We'll post all that stuff. We've been super busy, and we appreciate you guys being flexible.
Yes.
Maybe we have to hire somebody. Maybe we have to hire Cass too. We'll just clone you, a smaller
Should work
version,
on that.
a little mini Cass. But folks, you've been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. By the way, if you have any ideas for a video during the week or something, I'll be on the road, but I can shoot it next week. If you have any ideas for a video, something you'd like to see, let me know. And we will shoot it and get it up because we want to hear what you want to see, and it's going to be huge. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for being here, guys. Have a great couple weeks. Bye, TikTok.
Bye, Tickety Tock.